Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are doing another Sims 4 speed build, and as always I have to inform you that I did receive a few of the packs for free from the EA Creator Network. Most of the packs I have purchased myself, however. So let's get into this speed build. I first did this, I don't even know when. It's been a couple of years at least. I was gonna do the Rainbow House series, and it was gonna be my first build with me in sort of more real time kind of building, like not speed builds. You would sort of hear and see as I was building. It took a lot. I did a red house and it took a lot. I am definitely not good at real-time builds, for sure. I think I could and probably should practice more, and then I'd be able to probably do them more often. But speed builds are definitely easier for me to do. Take this build alone, for instance. It took me, let's see, we have 24 minutes. I have them all in like individual clips here. And so 42, 52 minutes. One was only 9 minutes. That's weird, but okay. 25, 39. And the last one doesn't want to show me. And the last one was 4. Oh, the last one is the walkthrough clip. Okay. Well, I mean, this was actually one of my faster houses, apparently. But typically it takes me around 4-ish hours to build a house. And to cut 4 hours of real-time work down to 20 minutes or so is incredibly hard. So I'm definitely better at speed building because I can work on a house for an hour or I can work on a house for 8 hours. And it's pretty easy to cut it down to less than 30 minutes. That being said, I got very overwhelmed and I quit the series after the red house. Then, not long ago, I saw Griffey doing the Color Drenched series, and I watched a few of her episodes of Color Drenched, and I'm like, you know, I really want to try that again. I think, like shell builds, it's a great way to really work that creativity muscle and really get you thinking outside of the box on building so that you can see things in the game in a different light and you don't get stuck in doing the same thing over and over again, right? And then I was watching Lunar Sims and I caught her brown house episode, and oh my god, I hate the color brown. Well, I don't hate it. Hate is kind of a strong word. I don't love brown, okay? It's not my favorite color, but she made such a gorgeous house that I thought, you know, I have to try this again. I have to see if I can be, one, better at doing a solid color house like that and making it look good. Not that my first all red house was bad, it just wasn't quite as red. Red was the main focus, but there were a lot of other colors in it as well. But the bigger thing was I wanted to challenge myself, to actually finish, to do a whole rainbow of colors. So every Monday, I am going to do a different color until we get through, I don't even know. Definitely red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple for sure. And then potentially black, white, brown, and maybe pink. Because most people think of pink as a separate color. Rather than it's a lighter color of red for some reason. So possibly pink as well. I'm not sure. Maybe a peach one. We could do like a whole series of the main colors, the like traditional rainbow, and then white, black, and brown. And then if it does well and you all like it, we could do another series maybe of tiny houses or apartment builds or something, like build a custom apartment building, and then each house or each apartment, excuse me, and it is a totally different color, like pink and peach and coral and aqua and teal, you know what I mean? That could be fun too. That could be really fun. A an apartment building that's done in rainbow like that. Oh, I think I might do that after I'm done with this series. I need to write that down. So, in other news, my daughter was very sick last week and it kept getting progressively worse as the week went on, and I never got around to live streaming. Part of it was just my anxiety was through the roof. Nothing gets my anxiety going quite like my daughter's health. So I just couldn't focus. I could barely even get videos out, let alone live stream or anything else. As the week went on, I progressively did fewer and fewer things. All I could do was just sit there and think about how sick she was getting. And then over the weekend, we ended up taking her to the emergency room. It turns out it wasn't as bad as we thought it was, which was very lucky. And they got her all fixed up and on some medication to help, and she's gonna be just fine. So, yeah, but there for a few days, like top level anxiety. I'm not even joking. So, yeah, I just ended up giving up on everything except for my regular videos, which were already basically done and just waiting to be uploaded and published. So, yeah. In fact, I got so far behind on everything that it is now 10:30 a.m. and I'm just doing the voiceover. I literally just got done editing this footage and I am now doing the voiceover, and I have to upload it no later than about 12:30 for it to upload and be processed in time to go live at 2. So I'm cutting it very close. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm being a little slow with everything on top of it. But I'm hoping that I can use the rest of the day more efficiently and wisely, because I feel like the next few weeks are going to be really busy. I got some real life stuff I got to take care of. I've got a bunch of pre-recorded videos that just need quick edits and once overs, you know, to make sure they're ready to go for my other channels. And then there is that movie length video that I'm making for my House Flipper 2 series for my very nautical houseboat that I renovated and decorated over there. You should go check that out. Plus, I have a lot of shorts that I want to work on. So I feel like the next couple of weeks are going to be really busy, and I hope I can use my time more efficiently than I did this morning. But back to this build now. I could not do only one color. I could not, like, all of the stuff you see here more or less basically comes in just solid red, or there are other items that I could use to replace those that do come in solidly red or pretty close to mainly red, and I just couldn't do it. I could not. It looked just so bad. So I ended up adding some white in just to break up all the red, because it was hard to even see certain elements of the build in the massive sea of red. So I ended up just adding touches of things here and there that would slightly break it up a little bit. Plus, some things didn't come in solid red. Now that I'm remembering, there is no mailbox that works perfectly as a solid red mailbox. You know what I mean? I know there is a challenge out there that you're supposed to build a house with one color, and if there's an item like say the mailbox for instance that doesn't have a single solid one color version, you just have to go without. That wasn't what the point of this was for me. I wasn't challenging myself to see what kind of house I could build just using one solid color. For me, it's more challenging myself to think outside of the box, using one color as the main focus. Kind of like Griffey's series, where she wasn't just doing everything in one solid color. She was using one color for mainly everything with a few accents added in there. And as luck would have it, the two that go most often with red are black and white, which is ironically funny to me because those are my daughter's three favorite colors. That kind of feels fitting, honestly, that this is where and how I would start now. The other thing that was in my brain a second ago and is now gone, so never mind, moving on. I didn't know how to set up the floor plan. It was really, really hard. I think the only room that is not my favorite room is the dining room. It turned out good, don't get me wrong. It turned out really good considering how weird and how much space there is to it. But I think I like the living room or the parents' room the best. Oh, and I built this for a 4-sim family as well. 2 kids, 2 adults, but it's only 2 bedrooms because weird layout, I guess. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, the layout. I don't know about everybody else, but where I live, where I was born and have spent my entire life, big red barns are like a huge thing. Like you can't drive very far without seeing an old big red barn. We still have several around here. They're not in great shape anymore and nobody builds them anymore. But you can still see some of the remnants of the big red barn. And so I thought, what better sort of silhouette, frame, layout, floor plan would be better than using a sort of barn shape. I've built this shape house several times, not just in The Sims. I actually first built it in Minecraft in an old series that I played way back when I first started this channel. It started as a Sims channel, then I couldn't get OBS to record Sims anymore. It would only record Minecraft for some unknown reason. So I turned it into a Minecraft channel, and I played Minecraft for a couple, 2-3 years, and then I got a new laptop and I was able to record The Sims again, so I went back to being a Sims channel again, because that was kind of my original plan for this channel anyways. But I first built this house shape in one of those Minecraft series from way back at the beginning of this channel. And then I actually got it from a little Simsy build. I think it was a wedding venue or something. Maybe not. I don't remember. But it was like this barn shape that she was making. And of course, I wasn't playing Sims at the time, not on my channel. I was playing Minecraft, so I translated her build into a Minecraft build. And then I fell so in love with it that I translated that back into my own version of a Sims build. and then this is my most recent iteration of it. But yeah, I love this shape, house shape, I guess. I don't know why. It's my most favorite house shape ever. I know that's weird, but I'm generally a weird person and I'm okay with that. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to mention is I don't generally do videos about updates to the game, like bug fixes and laundry lists and things like that. But I'm thinking I used to do them and then I stopped so that my videos could be more regular but not every single day. And I don't know. Is it something that is like really loved, knowing about every laundry list and every update, even if it's just a small bug fix update? Or is that something that most people don't really care all that much about? Like maybe in a condensed version with bigger updates that come out later? I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments how you feel about that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to mention that really quick. We are actually way more than halfway done with the build. As soon as I finish the living room here in just a second, we do move upstairs, and the upstairs is relatively small, so there's not a lot to do up there, but I do come back down and place a few things that I realized I missed, namely the smoke detector, the thermostat, and just a decorative piece on the blank kitchen wall, which I chose the broom and dustpan to put there because I thought it would be something different. Do you see that? Hold on. Go back a few seconds and watch that hallway again. I was holding shift to fill the whole room with wallpaper, and it was not. It was filling it as if each individual, like, 1 by 2 area was its own room. And I clicked on the room after that to make sure it was one solid room, and it was. The game saw it as a solid room. Yet when I hit shift, the walls did not completely fill with wallpaper. I don't know what I'm doing in my builds that's so weird that breaks rooms up like that, but I think whatever it is that I'm doing that does that, that's what messes with the routing ability of my Sims in my game. I don't know. I did try several layouts and then delete partial walls and move walls and then add walls around them and then delete them as I was figuring out to the upstairs layout. So maybe I messed something up there. I don't know. But yeah, that really bothers me when that happens. I don't think there will be any routing issues in the hallway because I left a nice big open space and your Sims should be able to get around that hallway just fine. But if, say, that had happened in this bedroom here, they probably wouldn't have been able to enter the bedroom because the stool thing that I put there next to the door would be in their way and or too close to the bed and would also block them from getting in between those two spots. So I don't know what it is I'm doing to create that issue, but yeah, it's really weird when it happens. And I double checked the hallway to make sure it was one. Even the stairway area is considered part of the hallway room, so I don't know why that happened. But we are just about finished here. We're just working on the kids' room. I used some stuff I never think to use. The Void Critter and other, whatever that other superhero wall sticker thing was. It's a very awkward room, so it was hard to set up at first. And I really struggled. I ended up not doing too terribly much to it and just kind of leaving it mostly so that there was room to get around and stuff. But yeah, It is a very awkward room. I think I probably could have fixed that by angling the corner wall a little bit, but then where would you put the bed? I don't know. Anyways, here I am putting in the last minute things, and then we can get to the walkthrough. And here's the walkthrough. The front yard here with the flowers and everything. Because of the mailbox, I ended up going back and changing some of the flower colors just so that it blended in and they matched. And then you enter right into the dining room, and there is an entry space over there for keys, coats, bags, shoes, all that kind of stuff. Then you come in to the kitchen, which is actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think I really like this kitchen. It's probably my second favorite room in this house. I think it turned out pretty good. Even though the upper cabinets are all white, which was not the chosen color, but it really helped contrast it. That was the bathroom, and then here is the cozy little living room with toys for the dog and toys for the kids. There is a nice yard out here. Oh, that's the other thing. I built this for a very sporty family. They're very physical. There is a game table there for them as well, but they're very sporty, very physical. They're into all things hiking and biking and like soccer, basketball, playing on play equipment. They're very physical, sporty. I don't know how else to describe it, so I'm just gonna keep using that word over and over again. Sims. And here's where I realized that not only is that hallway messed up, but the porch is messed up too, because it did not take the wall on that one piece as well. I don't think it will cause routing issues with the game table. I'm hoping it doesn't cause routing issues with the game table, but there is that small potential. And then we just head back in so that we can go upstairs here in a second. I just like to show everything off very slowly, apparently. I even used red floors, which I don't love, but they fit the theme. So here's that hallway again. And we've got lots of storage out here for the bathroom and stuff. Here's the kids' room from sort of a first-person perspective. 2 beds, 2 kids. There is a monster nightlight behind that end table there, by the way. I always sink them down behind the end tables or the beds because they're ugly. And then here's the upstairs bathroom. And finally, we have the parents' bedroom. And this one's more heavily black and red rather than white and red, because it's more grown up, I feel that way. So yeah, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, if you're going to enjoy this series, or if you enjoy my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.